Hey Lindsay, what are you doing?
Shooting a video.
Oh, well, that's great. I'm going to put up some preserves.
No, we're shooting a video.
A video. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been a little kind of busy. Sorry about that. December gets really kind of, well, hectic for me. So I gotta just plumb forgot. Well, okay. I just guess I got some comics here. Let me see. These will do. I'll just do the video like I always do. Hey, people who watch my videos, how are you doing? This is a new episode of Comic Reviews of Fate, and they are brought to you by my comic book series I self-publish and I make. God damn it. This is Red Knight issue 5. All 5 issues are available on my Etsy, Manos Publishing shop, and also primalpapercomics.com. You can order them there, as well as the new comic from Primal Paper Comics, which just came out, The Ends from Jeff Hewitt. This is an awesome series as well. It just came out this week. You can order both off primalpapercomics.com. And matter of fact, you can do the digital comic download thing for The Ends. By the way, I am planning to do that for Red Knight soon. Anyway, go check them out. Now, where were we, sir? Well, we were looking at all these Marvel comics. So let's get going. This one is a brand new one. Now, there's a couple here that I bought over the last couple weeks. I'm sorry I haven't done too many videos. So, let's get going, shall we? Alright, here is Avengers, #1 by Jonathan Hickman, all in my brain, and Jerome Opena doing the art. I'm not too familiar with Jerome, and holy crap, his art is beautiful. It's almost that kind of art style where you see on special prestige miniseries and not the regular book, so it's kind of cool to see this kind of style in the regular series. This is an Avengers book, not the new Avengers or Secret Avengers or Avengers Extreme or Avenger Teens or Avengers +1. It's Avengers, so thankfully. This issue starts in, from what I've been told, pretty much Hickman style, where he sort of tells us where he's going through the series, and only glimpses, and we're going to get there eventually. Beautiful imagery, I thought. Trying to figure out where everything went wrong, blah blah blah. Tony Stark and Steve Rogers picks up from something that was mentioned and talked about briefly in the previous Bendis issue, which I will get. I do have it in this pile. About going bigger and, just expanding the team, although, kind of we're pretty much expanded, but I think the main Avengers team is what they're talking about. Well, anyway, on Mars, a bunch of godlike no-goodniks are decided to play God, really. They have this Garden of Eden type thing going on Mars, and it's kind of expanding and causing a lot of havoc on Earth. So, of course, our Avengers team, interesting enough, it's the movies lineup. So, we got Hawkeye, Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, and by the way, the Hulk looks great. It's kind of a Jack Kirby-ish Hulk, by the way. Oh, and holy crap, they get their ass kicked pretty quickly and pretty easily, I think. And our villains make the huge mistake of sending Captain America home to give Earth a warning. It's like, that was a stupid move on their part. You know this guy's going to come back. He always comes back. He doesn't go, oh, you beat me, I better go home and piss myself. No, that's Captain fucking America. Oh, anyway, this issue is terrific. What a great start. I'm going to give this 5 RAM chips. And let me just go over here. Here's Captain America #1 by Rick Remender and John Romita Jr. Yeah! And this issue starts quite shockingly, I think. It starts in Lower Manhattan, Lower East Side, in 1926, and we see a scene of Steve Rogers as a child and his parents, and they're having a fight because his dad is out of work, and it's desperate, and it's 26 for God's sake, and they have a fight, and he starts wailing on his mother right in front of them, and she gets up, right back up, and gets back in his face and makes him stand down. Wow, what a scene! And Steve asks her, why didn't she just stay down? And she said, because listen close, you always stand up. And holy crap, what a great scene, because anybody who follows Captain America knows that he has, it is sort of symbolic of America, blah blah blah, but he always does stand up to even the most powerful godlike beasts in the Marvel universe, from Hulk to Thanos and stuff like that. He always gets back in their face, no matter how much more powerful they are. And this one scene, this 3-page scene, tells us so much about the character. He got that from his mother, and my heart was already in this book with that scene. Then we race to this cool action sequence with apparently a new villain, the Green Skull, who is like the Red Skull, except he has kind of Poison Ivy's agenda or something like that. Well, that gets broken up pretty well in a pretty exciting sequence. Cut to Steve and Sharon Carter, where they're discussing getting serious with their relationship. Serious, like marriage and shit. So, we have Steve kind of thinking about his life, and, he's trying to figure out, maybe I can be Captain America. Just because I am Captain America doesn't mean I can't, have a family and have some semblance of a life. Oh, but, hey, forget that stuff. He's been kidnapped and taken to Dimension Z? Yeah, Dimension Z doesn't seem like a great place to be kidnapped and taken to, where he is being subjected to torturous experiments by, Aram Zola, who, I don't know if you remember this guy. He's the old Nazi scientist who's kind of now a TV screen on a robot body. It's Marvel. So, it's comic books, for God's sakes. That's how we do things. Anyway, he does escape in a pretty cool sequence, and ends up with a baby that was in the laboratory. So, he's got a baby, and he's in this horrible dimension that he doesn't know how to get out of. Not a bad start. I'm going to actually give this, I was thinking about giving this 4 Ram chips before I started the video, but now that I think about it, I really like this issue quite a bit. And the art by John Romita Jr. is, as always, epic and beautiful. And the Klaus Johnson, let's see, he also worked on this book as well. I'm always a big fan of Klaus Johnson. He, let's see, did he and Dean White do the colors? Well, I mean, the colors are really beautiful. There's a nice color palette I liked a lot in this book. 5 Ram chips. Now, Fantastic Four, #1 by Matt Fraction, Mark Bagley, and, geez, #1. I mean, for God's sakes, Marvel Comics has more #1s than an old guy in the middle of the night. But they really do make it worth it. And this issue is no different. This is starting off also with our heroes in huge danger. Actually, they pulled a sort of a Grant Morrison Batman Incorporated thing where they're like, oh, it's a year from now and everything's crazy. Oh, everything's cool. This is how it started. And the Fantastic Four gets done with another kooky, crazy, Venture Brothers style adventure, escaping from the mouth of a dinosaur from a few billion years ago. During that, Reed gets his arm injured, and it doesn't heal the way it normally does. He discovers that he's actually breaking down. The same cosmic rays that gave them all their powers is slowly killing him. He's breaking apart. And he can't find anywhere in the known universe of any kind of way to cure himself. Although, later in this issue, He discovers there is a way, but it's not in this known universe. You know, after all, how many universes has this guy gone to? I mean, that's actually a reasonable explanation. So what he does is he assembles this ship. Actually, it's Johnny's ship from a previous adventure. And he tells them, we're only going to be gone a minute. It'll be a year, but, you know, in time we'll come back and only be gone for 4 minutes, according to everybody else. But just in case, let's assemble a team. That's this team. I'll get to this in a second. This is really cool stuff. Pretty dramatic. I definitely see. I remember Matt Fraction talking about how becoming a father has really influenced his writing. I'll talk about that a little bit more in issue 1 of FF. But you really do see that in these 2 issues a lot. Really good. I don't know if I can stretch my budget long enough to buy both the Fantastic Four books. I know I'm buying FF. So let's get on to that one. This is Strong 4 RAM chips. I may buy more issues of this. I don't know. It's tough. You're making it tough. All right. Now, like I mentioned, issue 1 of FF, also by Matt Fraction and by Mike Allred. Who previously has worked on, geez, like Ecstatics and iZombie and Madman. I love his work. I mean, you put his name on a project and I will pick it up. And this was interesting. I really do like the Scott Lang Ant-Man, the second Ant-Man. And of course, I'm a huge She-Hulk fan. I love that character. And it's about time she comes back. I have no real familiarity with Medusa. I know she exists. I know she is in the Inhumans. She's the Princess Queen of the Moon or something like that. And she has this super hair that fights people. I don't know. There's not much more I know about Medusa. But she's involved in the team. And Miss Thing is a brand new character. And just the fact that she's in this Thing costume really kind of cracks me up, actually. So I'm curious to see this team. This issue is setting up the team. It's pretty much a setup issue, where we get to see what Reed's doing and how he's how he and the others are convincing. It looked like everybody got to pick their own replacement in the series, where he picks Scott Lang. Sue goes to pick Medusa. Thing obviously picks She-Hulk, who has previously replaced him, so that was kind of a a no-duh idea, and it's great seeing her get back into the game, frankly. And let's see, Johnny and his girlfriend actually is Miss Thing, so we'll see about that. And then everything turns oddly dramatic when Ant-Man realizes that he's going to be working with children in this Future Foundation, this FF team, and he just lost his daughter. And this scene is really emotional. Actually, it actually choked me up a little bit. The scene, I mean, Reed isn't an emotional guy, even though he deeply cares. He's not great at it. You know, he's like Liz Lemon from 30 Rock, saying there. He's that kind of guy, but he does connect with him as best he can in the scene, and wow, I mean, what a really good piece of writing. It's a little more dramatic than I expected. I thought this would be woohoo, quirky, kooky, and there's actually quite a bit of depth to this issue. I'm definitely buying more. I'm going to start with a 4 RAM chips on this one. I hope to see some really cool crap coming from this team, and I'm very excited about this book. I highly recommend it. Now, the Avengers. Oh, issue 34. You know, it's funny. In the same week, I bought issue 34, the last issue of Avengers. I picked up the first issue of Avengers. Like, oh boy, this stuff is crazy. I feel so sorry for future collectors. They aren't going to know what the hell to buy and what order. This is the last issue. This is Brian Michael Bendis and whole bunch of people. Brandon Peterson, Mike Mayhew, Terry Dodson, and Rachel Dodson. And of course, this is the last chapter of the rescue, essentially, of the Wasp. Now, she's been stuck in the multiverse when everyone thought she was dead. Haha, except me. Anyway, there's let's see, this scene also involves Wonder Man trying to come to the rescue, because you know everyone's been kind of pissed at him. So he comes in and actually kind of saves the day, really. God, what a great issue. This one, let's see, oh yeah, here we go. The dialogue, of course, by the way, in the beginning here with Hill and I can't remember the name of that agent that looks exactly like her. They also have another scene where they compare haircuts, which is funny because they look exactly alike. Did no one think of doing a different look for these characters? Anyway, wow, I mean, this is cool, cool, cool. You know, sometimes we all think that Bendis isn't the best at super cool superhero action, but when he turns that on, he turns it on very well, and wow, what a great sequence. And then, of course, the big villain, the horse-armored evil guy, stupidly follows them into our world and gets his ass handed to him because every fucking Marvel character was hanging out there waiting for him. Fun. This is a great little wrap-up. It's nice to see Bendis wrapping up his Avengers titles with pretty much fun issues. So it's kind of relief now. Granted, he's also doing the Ultron book, so maybe he was planning for everything to be screwed up at the end, but not here. I loved it. I love the Wasp. I'm glad to see that she's back in action. Although I don't know if she's going to be immediately on one of the 49 Avengers teams that are coming out, but you know, we'll see. This was a wonderful wrap-up of the Bendis series. Thank you, Michael Bendis, for making us laugh at love again. What a great, great run, really. 5 RAM chips. Now, speaking of Avengers, we have Uncanny Avengers, number 2. Now, this is by, let's see, Rick Remender as well, and John Cassaday. And before I go into Remender's work, the art is just stunning. I love Cassaday's work. And I don't often read stuff he does, so it's nice to pick up the book and, you know, get to just take a look at just the awe-inspiring, like, work. He does something, his work is that great combination of superhero cartoonish style with a realistic style, and he really sells every scene, especially all the scary Red Skull scenes. Red Skull's rather frightening in this comic, by the way. Rogue's escape is quite fun. I can't get enough of Rogue, and this basically a lot of the sequences with Scarlet Witch are basically the main crux of this issue. By the way, the sequence where the Red Skull uses his new powers to convince people on TV to just kill the nearest mutant around them is pretty disturbing, and actually almost reminds me a little bit of that Sandman issue, which I think is what, issue 7 or something like that, with Dr. Destiny. It has that kind of creepiness to it. And then the end when Rogue finds Professor X's body is just stunning, and it's really well written and very well drawn. It's handled extremely well. She doesn't just go, "No!" which is a little cliche. The human emotions in that scene are very real and gut-wrenching, frankly. 5 RAM chips. I think this is the best Avengers book out right now. Avengers Assemble was really good. I really dug the issue, Hickman's first Avengers issue, but this has been really killer. 5 RAM chips. Now, I'm going to review these two at the same time. This is issues 4 and 5 of Hawkeye. The story is called The Tape, where a tape has surfaced of Hawkeye killing a guy for the Avengers, for S.H.I.E.L.D., and he's not supposed to do that. So it goes to the nearest bidder, and he goes to get it. It's in Manipur, and there's a whole bunch of supervillains plotting to buy it at an auction, frankly. So he sneaks in, but what he doesn't realize is he actually has a ringer in the scene. I don't really want to talk about that too much because it gives away a cool kind of plot point in the issue. Let's see, the art, by the way, is by a guest artist, and let me see, who is the guest artist? Not familiar with this artist, but I love the work. There's almost a cool, old-fashioned Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko feeling to his work, and I love it. What a terrific series. You know what? Buy this book. That's all I'm going to say. 5 RAM chips for both. This is one of the best series going on right now. Highly recommend it. Issues 4 and 5 of The Tape. And, alright. Hey, I got a non-Marvel book and a non-Avengers book. It's HELLBOY in Hell. And what's going on here? I think HELLBOY died. And, by the way, I love the brief history at the beginning. I thought that was rather funny. On December 23rd, 1944, HELLBOY appeared in a fireball in the ruins of a church near East Bromwich, England. In 1952, he was granted honorary human status by a special act of the United Nations. He began working as a field agent for the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. He quit the BPRD in 2001 and traveled to Africa, where he was abducted by mermaids. After several years, he was lost at sea, to return to England, found some giants, fell in love, and learned that he was the direct descendant of King Arthur, and therefore the rightful king of all of Britain. Shortly thereafter, he fought a dragon and was killed. You know, that's how I want my obituary. Lindsay, I want that.
Okay.
I don't care how much my family fights that. And this is my, this is by Mike Mignola. He had talked about how he just couldn't see another artist drawing his version of hell. It just had to be done. And you know what? This is especially quite a special story. So, I mean, I'm thankful he came back, and wow, I mean, giant bugs are creepy. He fights one of his former villains who has died and has been waiting for him and kind of pissed. Oh, every page is beautiful. I mean, come on. Every page, HELLBOY is in top form. The writing is just fantastic. Let's see, there's a cute little Christmas Carol sequence here. There is nothing wrong with this book. I highly recommend it. I really missed HELLBOY. 5 RAM chips. I don't even care if you've never read any HELLBOY. Pick it up. It's great. I think that's about it for now. After that marathon of comic reviews, I'll promise I won't be too long till the next one. Push the button, Lindsay.